So good morning all of you. Today is our class 2 continuation to the last session. We are going to discuss the history of SAP. Yesterday we just started SAP R1, R2, R3 and we'll complete ECC journey, ECC to HANA, HANA to S4 HANA. We'll end up with S4 HANA today and the basic roles and responsibilities of the basis consultant. That's what we are going to discuss today. And right from tomorrow ABAP and Java Stack architecture, and after tomorrow HANA architecture, and we'll try to complete on or before Friday. We'll complete complete architectures like ABAP, Java Stack, HANA, and S4 HANA. So okay, listen me guys carefully. So I'm just recapping like what we discussed yesterday. SAP AG was started in 1970s in Waldorf headquarters in Germany. 4 IBM employees, they started this company, and SAP stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. To process one enterprise data, how the systems are integrated, how the applications are integrated, how the products are integrated. That means in a particular enterprise, if you talk about Reliance group of companies, how many systems they have, how many businesses they have. Each business, they have their own system. And what are the applications they are using it? And what are the products they deliver? Everything is integrated to process one enterprise data. That is, if one item is getting delivered from Reliance group of companies, what are the systems they used it? What are the applications they used it? What are the products they are getting delivered? So everything is integrated into one place called SAP. So for this, SAP is needed. And right from SAP, the first version was SAP R1, but the R1 was failed because the hardware restrictions are there. And at a time, multiple people, they cannot able to log in. That is the reason R1 was failed. As already we know, it was already covered yesterday. R1 and R2, only the difference is that is one tier architecture. R1 was one tier architecture, R2 was two tier architecture. So the issues what you have in the hardware, these are fixed in SAP R2. The presentation was separated in SAP R2. Then SAP R3. In SAP R3, the major issue was the application server concept, the middleware concept, Apache, Tomcat. There are a lot of technologies who have in other technologies. The same way, in SAP, they developed their own application server concept called now application server. And this application server here, SAP will resides in the application server. SAP will resides in the application server. And once your database is installed, you need to install SAP, and SAP will be here. So that means whatever the request is coming from the presentation, application server, validate your request, then it will only the successful request and process request will contact the database. But this is quite okay. But later the usage of internet, once it is increased in India, not in India, all these companies, they started using internet, then the way the application server behaving was completely changed. That means earlier the normal application servers we used it, later they introduced web as concept, web application server concept, or we can call it as WAS also. People will use it as WAS, NetWeaver WAS. So web application server concept is introduced. So once the internet usage is increased, the web application servers are categorized into two parts. Earlier, there was no dual stack environment or ABAP and Java stack environment. Application server is only ABAP based application server. But later they introduced, SAP has introduced Java based application servers. So, and they renamed this product as multi-tier architecture, and earlier it was 4.7 EE, and this is no more SAP R3. That's why SAP has introduced the product called ECC 5.0, Enterprise Central Components. After 4.7 EE, they released 5.0, but it is not SAP R3, and they released as SAP ECC 5.0. ECC stands for Enterprise Central or Core Components. In an enterprise, all the components located in the single server called ECC 5.0. So that is a concept SAP has introduced, ECC 5.0, and along with this, the usage of internet is increased to support internet-based applications and to support the web application server concept. SAP has introduced the new term called NetWeaver. NetWeaver in year 2004 period, 2004-2005 period, SAP has introduced ECC 5.0. So, why NetWeaver is needed? NetWeaver is the combination of, especially, especially these are, so see guys, as already discussed, okay, see this guys carefully. So SAP ECC 5.0, ECC 6.0, 6.0 only, these are the two versions who have it. ECC 5, in fact, the NetWeaver was there, but the complete usage of NetWeaver, the company started using right from ECC 6.0. So ECC 6.0 on top of ECC 6.0, if you have web application server ABAP, and on top of this web application server Java, if you have, this product can be called as ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning. So in a organization, the core modules like FICO, SD, MM, PL, PS, QM, logistics, all these modules are part of ECC. So to process one finance request or to handle the ECC request, there are two application servers are introduced called web application servers, web application server ABAP and web application server Java. On top of ECC, if you have a dual stack environment, the product can be called as ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So guys, ECC is different, ECC is ERP is different. Getting all of you?
Yeah, yes.
So, yes. Don't confuse, ECC 6, ERP 6 is not same. ECC 6 on top of that, if you have a application server concept or dual stack environment, it can be called as a ERP. On top of ERP, composite environment is introduced. Guys, once internet usage is increased, I am stressing the word like anything. Once internet usage is increased, there are new modules are introduced in SAP. Before internet, only R3 4.7 EE or just ECC. Just assume there is no internet concept is introduced. Then ECC 6, probably they introduced, but there is no NetWeaver concept. Simple guys, I'll give you one small example. Probably there are some freshers in the group, they can understand better. So just assume I have a departmental store in my area. The people, if they want any groceries, they used to come to my home, they used to come to my store, they can get whatever the items and they can go home. So this is the first way of running the business. The second way, what I did is, why I cannot run this business by using internet? That means my customers, without coming to my store, they can sit at home and they can order the items whatever they want, like how Amazon is working. So this is introduced. Just assume in the case one, even before that also I have SAP, but earlier SAP, I have only normal application server concept. Why? Because the customers directly they are coming to my store and getting the items. But in the case two, customers are not coming to store. They are sitting at their home. They are opening one small app called Sumeru. Our app name is Sumeru, just an app name. They are installing the app, they are opening the website like www.sumeru.com, and they are going to the portal, they are selecting the items, they are ordering. So in these two cases, in the case one, customers who are coming to the store, normal above application server is enough. And customers who are connecting through API, application programming interface, or the small app is installed in their mobile phone. Through app, if someone is connecting, even web application server app will take care of your request. Even though internet they are using, the way they are connecting is through API or SDK. API, application programming interface, or software development kit. The app which is installed in your mobile phone, that is the direct communication will be established. So the second way, open the Internet Explorer, enter the IP address, that IP will be verified with the web servers, then it will be connected to the company web address. If only 100 requests are allowed per second or per minute, if more than 100 requests are coming up through Internet Explorer, then obviously your request, it won't be processed. It is just nothing but you're booking a train ticket by going to the reservation counter, by sitting at home, and you're booking a ticket. Sometimes you may get the cancel, like your ticket, you cannot able to book it by 10 o'clock for the Tatkal booking. But if you go to the railway reservation counter, you won't face the problem. But what is the difference here? They are using internet and you are using internet. You got the difference, guys. Through Internet Explorer, through IRCTC, you are booking a ticket. That is a web request. But going to the reservation counter, installing, connecting through app is different. So they will have a direct communication to the server without interrupting, without using any of the Internet Explorer or web servers. Are you getting, guys?
Yeah. Yes.
You got
Yes,
the
sir.
difference, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
you got the difference why we need two different stacks, ABAP stack and Java stacks.
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you read 10 books also, this information you don't understand. They will explain what is the functionality of ABAP, what is the functionality of Java, but no one will explain why they introduced two application servers. Getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next. So on top, see, now, as I told you, due to COVID, what I have decided is I want to run my business by using internet. Customers, they don't want to come to my store. So what I did is I've just contacted SAP. SAP said, sir, you can implement a Java Stack application server. Then that will allow your customers across the globe. So once this is done, there are a lot of people are connecting from different locations. Why? Because my store is an organic store. Organic store, then we kept some ads, and people not only from my colony, the people across Hyderabad, they are contacting me. So now, guys, earlier I'm the only person sitting in the store, and I know one by one the people will come and I can deliver the item. But today, per minute, approximately 100 orders are coming up. 100 orders are coming up. Sometimes peak hours, 200, 300, 400s, and the festival season, more than 1,000 orders are coming up. Now, I'm the only one person in the business, that's already we know. Now, how I can deliver all these items, guys? Anyone can answer, including Ramesh.
We recruit the more resources, sir.
So resource, if you increase, is it sufficient? Some software side, do you have any changes? Do you need any changes?
Hardware requirements we need to change.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
And software requirement also.
So what kind of software requirements?
We not deliver the at a time. We have to separate we have to give some time to deliver.
We need
time means, okay. Gautam has ordered something from Pune. I don't know who is Gautam, right?
Yes.
So you want me to call Gautam and I can say, sir, you need to wait for 2 days or something?
No. We have to just indicate from message.
How? That is my question.
How?
Total 1000 requests are coming up per minute per day. This 1000 people, how I can deliver, how I can communicate, what is the tentative delivery date, and how? That is my question. Guys, already who are working, try to help me out.
It's based on the customer area and time slot, sir. Those are requests are coming for the first. We deliver the first priority.
So it depends on priorities.
Guys,
Priority level.
come out of the box. Okay, let me explain, guys.
Based on the
Yeah.
pin code.
Okay.
City.
We can
City.
Okay.
tie up. We
So
can tie
that
up with
means
any
you are simply
courier
saying
partner.
that depends on the human resource, not on the mission. Okay, not on the technology, right? Again, to separate the items and to deliver the items, again, you are saying that someone has to verify the pin code and all this, correct? But what I'm saying is without increasing the resources, by using the technology, even we can deliver whatever the orders we are getting up. Even we don't know what are the people. Okay, leave that part. I'll explain now. So guys, already we know ECC5 is a combination of FICO, SD, MM, PL, PS, all these modules. Once this Java stack usage is increased and you're allowing all your customers across the globe, now, internet is introduced in your architecture as a separate layer. So now, the first thing, CRM module is introduced. First thing is introduced is CRM module. Why CRM is needed, guys? Customer relation management, there is a separate team. Separate software is needed. Why CRM is needed? How many orders are coming up? All the orders first will reach the CRM module. Listen me carefully, guys. CRM is the separate module, customer relation management. All the orders, how many are coming to my website, amazon.com, the request will be received by the CRM teams. Then CRM will communicate this order details with supply chain, SCM teams, supply chain team. Supply chain will communicate with the supply relational management. So that means I'm ordering a Sony TV by using Amazon. CRM will take the request. It makes an entry in the system. From there, it goes to supply chain. Supply chain will verify. The request is coming from Hyderabad. Hyderabad warehouse, how many TVs are there? If Hyderabad, there is no TV in the warehouse, from where we need to get the TV. If nearby warehouses, there is no TV available in any of the warehouse, then we need to contact supply relational management. That means vendor we need to contact. Who are the vendors who have for Sony here? And who is giving the best rate here as of now, and they will contact, and the same information will be updated to finance department, sales department, material management, stores, warehouse, and everything. And once we get the item, and based on the demand and supply, how many orders we are getting up, based on that, the procurement team will maintain the stock in the store or warehouse. So all this concept is new only after internet is introduced, guys. If I have only one store, without internet I'm running this business, do I need procurement team? Do I need SRM team? Do I need CRM team? Okay, I'm ordering something in the Amazon, but order was cancelled, but my amount was withdrawn. Now whom I can contact? Bijos I can contact? Bijos is the owner, right? So whom I need to contact, guys? Shall I contact Bijos on Twitter? Bijos, I have an order, but money was deducted, but I didn't get the item. Shall I contact on Twitter?
No.
Then whom I need to contact?
CRM people.
Team, customer relation.
CRM department.
So,
Customer
there is a
relation.
CRM team. Either they will give you telephone number or one email ID, or they will give you one portal. You can log into the portal and you can raise a request. Got it?
Yes.
So from here, it goes to supply chain, it goes to SRM, it goes to different modules. These are the new modules introduced after after internet, especially after internet. These are the modules introduced. So I cannot use internet continuously. That's why they renamed it as NetWeaver, net weaving, internet weaving. So the first module is introduced is composite development environment called SOA enablement. The next thing is master data management, business intelligence, process integration, and enterprise portal. These are the new modules introduced, and if by adding these modules on top of ERP, it can be called as a NetWeaver. So don't confuse, guys. On top of ECC, if you have a dual stack environment, it can be called as a ERP. On top of ERP, if you have composite environment, master data management, business intelligence, process integration, enterprise portal, then it can be called as NetWeaver. On top of NetWeaver, if you have CRM module, which I told you, SRM module, supply chain, SCM, GTS, global trade, it can be called as a business suite. It can be called as a business suite. Getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir, we are getting.
You need to know the difference between ERP, ECC, NetWeaver, or business suite. So some of your relatives, they may ask you, what is NetWeaver? You don't have the answer, then they will doubt your skills. So only basis consultant should know all these things, guys. Getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Any questions so far? This is ECC, guys.
Okay.
This is ECC. Before ECC, till R3, only till ERP we have it. There was no NetWeaver, there was no business suite, but CRM, we don't have it before. CRM was there, but CRM is a separate SAP product. SRM was there, SRM was a separate product. If any of the customer, they need CRM module, they can use it, but it is not, there is no terminology called business suite. If you go with the business suite license, then everything as a package, you will get it. Get in, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just a moment, guys. I have a small meeting. I'll just open and keep it ready. Just a moment. Okay, guys. So next 20 minutes, there is a small voice will come. So don't worry about it. Okay. So okay, yeah, yeah. It is on mute. Okay, see this, guys, carefully. What is NetWeaver? This is what we discussed as of now. You know, as I told you, composite environment on top of ERP, you know, earlier composite development, in the sense, earlier development is only ABAP development tests. Earlier, till ECC, before ECC, development team means only ABAP development. Only ABAP development. There are no other developments, you know.
You mean in RP also, R1, R2, R3? There also we have ABAP.
Exactly. Development means it's only ABAP. Customization means it's only ABAP. But now internet is introduced, right? Once internet is introduced, development teams, they can connect from any location. We don't know from where they will connect it. From where they will connect it, we don't know. And which technology they will use it, we don't know. Okay, so we want to give them the flexibility to use any programming language to develop something. So that means the development environment is a composite development environment, and this will be used for the SOA enablement. So in the simple terms, if you want me to say, before ECC, right from SAP R12 till ECC, developer means he is a ABAP consultant. He has to write a code in ABAP. But right from ECC, by using internet, they can write the code, whatever the code they can write. I can write the code in Java, deploy them in ABAP. I can write the code in .NET, deploy them in ABAP. And I can write the PHP code and I can deploy them in ABAP. So Anything is possible, guys. Getting? So that environment, to support this kind of environment, to convert unstructured data into structured format, composite environment is needed. This is not your module. This is the ABAP module. ABAPers will use this feature to develop the code or to deploy the code into ABAP. They can write code in any language and deploy them into ABAP. Got it? Got it, all of you? Next,
Yes.
master data management. You know, the
MDM.
information across the globe, the information is coming to your SAP system. Now, you know, the Amazon, across the globe, the information is coming to Amazon. Amazon, something is coming means it's Amazon data. So the data management is a critical job, you know, from where the information is coming, how it is coming, like who are they to handle this request, you know, all these things are part of master data management. So information integration. So some of the warehouses are there in India, some of the warehouses are there in other countries. Customers are sitting in US and ordering something in India. So for everything, master data management is one of the very important module, and your entire business data across the globe can integrate and located in one location, and it can be shared to anyone. See, I'm not into SRM module, I'm not into supply chain module, but what exactly, what is the quantity of the warehouse today? I can check it out from the basis. That is just possible with the help of master data management. If you don't have the MDM module, it is very difficult for us to get the consolidated information for your business. That means as a owner, by sitting at home, I cannot check what is happening in the warehouse, what is happening in the procurement, what is happening in a different module. I cannot able to check it out. Getting? Okay, next. But to integrate everything into one location and to support the customers across the globe, we need to have a business intelligence. So analytics part, reporting, and everything will be part of business intelligence. Why analytics? Analytics means I'm not only asking the information about the store where I'm sitting, I'm just asking the information about total sales across the globe. Whatever we have today, I want to see. What is the wastage we have in India today, I want to check. So everything can be checked with the help of business analytics and the reporting. I can prepare the dashboards and I can submit to my management. What was happened today? What is the profit? What is the loss? What are the issues we have? And what are the customer issues? What are the serious issues? Everything as a dashboard I can create and I can show them. This is part of business intelligence. And the processes like SAP can be connected to non-SAP, non-SAP connected to SAP. We are working with SAP, but some of the vendors are not connected. They are not working with SAP. But we are running a business, but we cannot assure all of the vendors also will use SAP. So if you want to connect an SAP and non-SAP, if you want to connect SAP and non-SAP, then we need to have process integration. SAP to non-SAP, non-SAP to SAP. This can be used. Getting guys?
Okay, sir.
Next. This is our module, guys. Enterprise portal. For people integration and collaboration. People integration means earlier user administration and monitoring, memory management. There are a couple of things. We need to log into a ECC system. But now there is a new module is introduced. So that means the basis consultant, they can sit at home. They can start the system. They can stop the system by using enterprise portal without touching your SAP system or without touching your VPN. Directly open an enterprise portal through port number, it will work. And that website, there are a couple of things will be allowed, like memory management and parameter changes. There are a lot of things can be done. So these are all allowed with the help of enterprise portal. This is a basis module. So load is shifted from ECC to enterprise portal. So some of the load will be shifted. But after S4 HANA, there is no enterprise portal, guys. This is NetWeaver. Are you clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far? Any questions, guys? Okay, if you don't have any questions, I'll go back to the new module, new version.
And one thing, I have one doubt here. So when we have two stacks like ABAP and Java stacks, so there will be two different databases, or it will be on the same database?
You're talking about why database is coming here?
No, here you are written down here. Dual stack next to that there is DB.
DB, ABAP and
Understood.
Java stack. Database is only one, but ABAP and Java related schemas will be there in the DB. Database
Okay.
is only one.
Okay,
But
thank you.
ABAP and Java schema is different.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next, guys. Yep. So as already told you, ECC introduction was done, and dramatic changes happened in the IT. Why? Because the way the businesses are running was completely changed after ECC. And there are a lot of hardware innovations, software innovations, and application server is completely changed. And earlier it was kind of a traditional database, but later it was introduced as dual stack environment. So to support dual stack environment, database also the schemas are introduced. There is a separate schema for ABAP and separate schema for Java. So once NetWeaver is introduced and architecture became complex, and they renamed this product as ECC 6.0. The next version is introduced as ECC 6 with EHP 0. EHP 0, Enterprise Enhancement Package 0. And already NetWeaver is introduced, right? So NetWeaver, it was kind of 2004S. NetWeaver is the combination of EP, MD, MDM, BI, CE, and PI. So, for example, Ramesh is starting a new business. One cement industry is starting, or he's starting one real estate company. So he want to use SAP. Then if you contact SAP, the latest version as of 2006, if you go to SAP, they will tell you go with ECC 6.0. But if you are not running your business through, like your customers are local to you, that means near your building or near your office, who are the customers? Only customers can come to office and they can order the items. Then there is no meaning for NetWeaver in your case. That means NetWeaver, you don't want it. You need only the core modules like FICO, SD, MM, PL, PS and all this. So NetWeaver, we don't get it. So if you request NetWeaver separately, then these modules you will get it. So that means only ABAP stack will be installed. There is no more Java stack in that case. If you are running your business, if you are going to run your business by using internet, you need NetWeaver concept, then it is ECC 6.0 with EHP and NetWeaver 2004S. Then dual stack environment, obviously you will get it. Getting, guys? Getting all of it?
Yes, yes.
yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Any questions, guys? Okay. If you don't have any questions, then we'll go to the next one. So listen me carefully, guys. ECC 6.0 with EHP 0 and EHP 1 2006 with EHP 0, 6 plus 0 is 2006. EHP 1, ECC 6.0 with EHP 1 means 2006 plus 1, 2007. It was introduced in 2007. ECC 6 with EHP 2, 2006 plus 2, 2008. So the enhancement packages, every year they used to release one version. One version they used to release it. But NetWeaver side, there is no change for first 3 years. But ECC side is getting change means There are changes in ABAP module. There are changes in FICO. There are changes in SD, MM, PL, PS, basis. All these modules are getting changed, but NetWeaver is not changed because these are the new modules and no customers are started using these NetWeaver modules because EP is new to SAP. None of the customers are happy or they don't know. They have not explored most of the features of EP, MDM, BI, CE and PI. So, but after 3 years of time, over the years, companies, they started using NetWeaver also. Right from EHP4, NetWeaver was renamed as ECC6 with EHP1. That means there are some new features are introduced on these modules. Till EHP3 and ECC6, NetWeaver side, there is no change. But right from EHP4 on ECC, in year 2010, enhancement package 1 is introduced on NetWeaver 7.0. And EHP5 and ECC6, NetWeaver 7, EHP2 is introduced. From here, from 2010, when companies, they started using NetWeaver, there are a lot of changes has come. There are a lot of changes are introduced. And every year, however, the new developments are introduced in ECC. NetWeaver side also there are changes, and those changes are introduced as enhancement packages. So till here, here NetWeaver side there is no change. Only ECC side there are changes. But here NetWeaver also it got changed like EHP 1, 2, 3. That means changes are there in NetWeaver, changes are there in ECC also. Guys, you can mute yourself. There is a disturbance. Rahul and Santosh. Yep. Listen me carefully, guys. Okay. So ECC 6 is getting changed every year right from the first version, but NetWeaver was not changed first 3-4 years, but later ECC was changed and NetWeaver was changed for next 3 years. But in year 2012 on EHP3, NetWeaver EHP3 and EHP6 on ECC 6.0, HANA database was introduced. HANA DB was introduced. So once HANA database was introduced in the market in year 2011 or 2012, it was 2011 end and year 2012. So in-memory database
One
was
doubt here, Ramesh.
Pardon?
Like one doubt here. Like in 2010, we have ECC 6 with EHP4 and NetWeaver 7 with EHP1. So for planning, if we want to install, so that component first we need to install ECC 6 with EHP4 and later on
Then
NetWeaver 7 with EHP1.
No. NetWeaver 7.0 with EHP1 you will get it.
Okay.
While you are downloading the file. Okay, for
so
example.
if any enhancement comes in NetWeaver in that year,
Exactly.
So that we need to enhance only NetWeaver.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to see there are some new features are introduced in EP. Then we don't want to see those features are really needed for your business. Then we don't want to upgrade ECC. We can upgrade only NetWeaver part.
Yeah, that's what my question. Yeah, it's not clear. Yeah, thank you.
Got it, guys.
Yeah.
But earlier the situation was different. Even small component you want to upgrade, entire SAP you want to upgrade it. But today it is kind of a lean support, guys. So only that particular module you can change it however you need it. Got it?
Yeah.
So once HANA database is introduced, dramatic changes happen, guys. Earlier, till Oracle, we are dependent on the people, we are dependent on the database teams, and our access is only up to application level. Database is very limited. So that activities was handled by the DB teams. Hardly we may work with the backup and restore, except that we don't touch anything else. But we are completely depends on Oracle, and Oracle is giving a tough competition to SAP by introducing Oracle Fusion, and even they acquired Sun Microsystems. There is a game between like Cold War between SAP and Oracle always. So SAP became very famous with the help of Java stack architecture. Java was with Sun Microsystems earlier, but to cut down the SAP hands, Oracle acquired Sun Microsystems. Now, there is no more Sun Microsystems, and the Java product is with Oracle Corporation. Do you know this, guys? All of you?
Yes, yes.
Have you heard about it?
Yes,
No,
yes.
no.
So, Java is with Sun Microsystems. Probably you know this, right?
Yes, yes.
But
Before.
later,
Now it's with Oracle.
now it is with Oracle because SAP is ruling ERP market like anything, and year by year the growth rate by seeing them, and Oracle, and there are a couple of other ERP products, even they are unable to give them the competition because SAP is combination of 80 to 100 modules. Any vertical you take it, there is a support in SAP. SAP, they became very famous with the help of internet, NetWeaver. But NetWeaver is just exist with the help of Java stack. To cut down their hands, SAP or Oracle, they acquired Sun Microsystems, and now Java is with Oracle. And before this was happened, guys, SAP, they developed their own databases called MaxDB. So Oracle thought that any time they may develop their own database, and Oracle may go out of SAP. Oracle is exist in the market just with the help of SAP, and they proved in the market just with the help of SAP. But see, SAP is working very hard to go out of Oracle, and Oracle is working very hard to go out of SAP. But finally, MaxDB was not successful in the market, and just before that they acquired Sun Microsystems. And Oracle, they released Oracle Fusion also to give tough competition to SAP. But here MaxDB was failed, their Oracle Fusion was failed. Only Oracle hands, they have Java now. So anytime again SAP definitely, Oracle definitely they will take Java out of SAP. Then how SAP market will go down? Like, what is the replacement here? So then SAP, they tied up with Microsoft for Silverlight. Instead of Java, see, right from year 2007-8 period, we are using Silverlight technology instead of Java. But Silverlight was not that successful. Then SAP, they thought that with Microsoft, we cannot able to do anything. Okay, so that's why they developed their own technology called UI. UI was introduced. Later, it was renamed as Fiori. So Fiori exists in the market with the help of this. Otherwise, there is no meaning for Fiori. So SAP, they thought that Java will be out of SAP very soon. That is the only reason Fiori was developed. And next, Oracle, anyhow, Oracle, all the customers are very happy with Oracle. Very happy with Oracle. And they are very happy with Sybase DB and other databases in the market. So they acquired Sybase DB, SAP, they acquired Sybase DB. Why? Because MaxDB, they spent lot of time, but that was not successful. And that's why they want to acquire a company like database company, which is proved in the market. That's why they acquired Sybase DB, and the Sybase DB with SAP today. And almost all the features like ASC or in-memory computing, there are a lot of concepts straight away they are inherited from the Sybase DB, and they are included, they introduced as a HANA DB. HANA DB was there from a very long time. Simply to say, MaxDB plus Sybase DB is HANA DB. If you combine the features of both the databases, it's a new database is introduced called HANA DB. So once HANA was introduced, then entire market, the strategy was completely changed. Initially, no one understand what is HANA DB, why we need HANA DB, why we need real-time analytics and all this. No one understand, but over the years, right from 2012 to then 2015, almost 3-4 years of time they have taken to market HANA DB, and they made it as mandatory right from year 2015. So HANA DB is mandatory. So right from 2011, from ECC 6.0 with EHP 6, NetWeaver 720, NetWeaver 7.0 EHP 3, they changed the terminology after HANA DB introduction. It was NetWeaver 720. Then ECC with EHP 6, NetWeaver 730. ECC 6 with EHP 6, NetWeaver 731. That means after HANA DB was introduced, only there are a lot of changes on the NetWeaver side. There are no changes on the ECC side. So NetWeaver 731, then NetWeaver 740. Here ECC side EHP 7 was introduced. So till here, any of the customer, they want to go out of Oracle DB, they want to use HANA DB, it can be called as Suite on HANA. Till ECC 6.0, any of the customer, they want to use HANA as a database instead of Oracle, that product can be called as a Suite on HANA. But later, your business suite is completely dedicated for HANA DB. That means SAP, they made HANA DB as a mandatory right from ECC 6 with EHP 8. ECC 6 with EHP 8 next version, and that is called as NetWeaver 750. After NetWeaver 740, this can be called as NetWeaver 750. There is a new module is introduced called S4 HANA 1511. 2015, 11th month. Getting guys? Earlier we have only ECC 6. Later NetWeaver is introduced. Later S4 HANA is introduced. Any of the customer, they want to use HANA as a database without any option, it can be called as a suite for HANA. Any of the customer, they want to use other databases, only it was allowed till ECC 6 with EHP 8. It can be called as ECC 6 with EHP 8 or NetWeaver 750 or Business Suite on HANA. But if one customer is working with HANA as a database, it can be called as a Suite for HANA. But later, HANA, they made it as mandatory. HANA is not optional after 2015. After each EHP 8, then there is no more Suite on HANA concept. That's why ECC was gone out of SAP. And NetWeaver still exists because of these modules. And but ECC is no more with SAP because there is no concept of Suite on HANA. It is not optional. Business Suite is mandatory after S4 HANA. So 1610 was introduced, 1709 is introduced, 1809, 1909, 2020. As of now, this is your latest version. But NetWeaver side, after S4 HANA, NetWeaver 750 was the first version, 751, 752, 753, 754. Or 750 with EHP 1, 750 with EHP 2, 750 with EHP 3, EHP 4, EHP 5. And next month, October 6th, they are going to release NetWeaver 756 or HANA 2021. These are the versions they are going to release. So Suite S4 HANA in the sense, as already we know, as already we discussed, somewhere, yeah. So SAP R1 was the first version in SAP, R2 was the second version, R3 third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth. But SAP, they felt R1 was the first product, but it was the failed product. That's why SAP, they don't consider this as a first product. They treated SAP R2 as a first generation product, R3 was the second generation product, ECC and ERP is the third generation product, and S4 HANA is the fourth generation product. We are in the fourth generation. Okay, so any module, any version you take it, the core modules are FICO, SD, MM, PL, PS, HR, QM, and all this. But you may have even technical if you talk about ABAP and basis, but other modules like CRM, SRM, GTS, and SCM, these modules are optional, you will get it. But right from S4 HANA, you know, it is Business Suite is not optional, Business Suite is mandatory. So all these modules by default, you will get it. Whether you want to use the functionality or you don't want to use the functionality, it is a different part. Getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any questions, guys? Any questions? So these are the total versions SAP has introduced so far, guys. Yeah, go ahead. You are asking something.
SAP, what is SAP by design? Sorry, it is in which generation it is to?
That we'll discuss tomorrow. So, SAP, okay, I'll explain. The first product, guys, okay, I'll conclude with this. It won't take more than 2 minutes. Who is this? Who asked this question?
Chandra.
Oh, okay. Business by design.
Yeah.
Third one. All in one. And the fourth one. Business suite. So nowadays it's mandatory, guys. Business suite is mandatory. But old versions before ECC, okay, guys, I'm just using one small departmental store. Small software. I have only I'm the person or some 10 workers are there. So if I contact SAP, they don't give you business suite application. They will give you only business one. Any of the organization is having less than 50 employees and only 1 or 2 modules they want it. I don't see the small departmental store. They need human resource, guys. They need HR module.
No.
No.
They need a finance department. Probably they may
No.
need it, but it's not mandatory, right? They need material management.
Yes.
So only 1 or 2 modules they need it. They don't need all these modules. But why we need all these modules in SAP? As I told you, SAP is a combination of 80 plus modules. We don't need all these modules. If you need 1 or 2 modules, SAP will give you as a business one. Business by design is something new. And I was part of this BYD team while working with SAP, guys. When I was in SAP labs, I was in R&D team in BYD, but later the product was failed, but it was successful today. So BYD is something like any of the organization, they need some on-demanded products. I need some FICO module. I need some HR module. I need MM module. Only 3 modules I want. I don't want anything else. Then you can go with the business by design. So SAP will suggest you go with the business by design. Hardware requirement will be different. Software requirement will be different. And you don't have any complex business systems. Normal hardware is enough for this. And business all-in-one is something like without business suite modules like CRM, SRM, CRM, SRM, SEM, GTS. If you don't need it, it can be called as a business all-in-one. Any of the organization, they are running from one country, they are operating from one country or one location or one place, business all-in-one is enough. But any of the organization running across the globe, they want to run the business across the globe. They have different departments located in different locations. Then you need to have a business suite module. It is mandatory today. Got it? So SAP will suggest you, once you contact SAP, SAP will suggest you which module is, which product is suitable to you. Which product? Why? Because simply they cannot go with the business suite. To implement business suite, you need to have high-end business servers, guys. Why? Because hundreds of modules are getting installed. Getting?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
But today, SAP is getting implemented in most of the industries as a business suite application. There is no more business all-in-one. There is business by design and business one is different, guys. So they focused on the small scale industries, mid scale companies also. For them, these are the 2 products. But IT companies like us, they will use business suite only. Business one is different. Business by design is different. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No.
No.
Good, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, just go through the recordings and let me know if you have any questions. Okay.